Hi, it's Caitlin, and Cirque Colors has got me feeling completely delusional. I am talking about their new release of multichrome magnetic nail polishes. This is the Delusion Collection, and it is inspired by the act of being delusional. For a little more context about the inspiration behind this Delusion Collection, Cirque Colors says that being delusional can be defined as having a false sense of beliefs, typically about oneself. And they like to think that their multichrome magnetics are so delulu that they jump all around the rainbow with those magnetic shifts, which is definitely true. And the inspiration also stems from idioms such as Fool's Paradise and Castle in the Sky. This collection is available now on the Cirque Colors website. I do have an affiliate code with Cirque Colors that is Caitlin10. I will include it on the screen. If you've already used my code for this year, please consider shopping through my affiliate link because that will still come back and support me and support this channel. So I truly appreciate if you can remember to use my affiliate link, or if not, that's fine. And like I said, if you haven't before, you can use my code Caitlin10 and you'll save 10% off your first purchase. So this collection is limited edition, and my oh my, I don't think you want to miss them. If you're a fan of magnetics or multi-chromes or like really shifty nail polishes, then this is definitely a collection for you. I had a ton of fun swatching these, and I want to say thank you to Cirque Colors for sponsoring this video, and I think we should just get into the nail polish.
We'll begin with Fool's Paradise, and this is described as a amethyst purple with rose pink, orange, gold, green, multichrome pigment. I am going to show each of these polishes unmagnetized, magnetized with a cat eye stripe effect, and then magnetized with a velvet effect. So my index finger will be unmagnetized, and now I'm going to show you a cat eye effect using the Cirque Colors magnetic wand. So when you're doing the cat eye, I recommend magnetizing at each coat, just because sometimes if you don't magnetize the first coat, you kind of get this like ring around your cuticle that looks slightly different from the rest of your manicure, and it drives me insane personally. So when I am using the magnetic wand, I'm holding it over my nail, just hovering it right above the nail for about 30 seconds after each coat. And it pulls such a gorgeous color. So here for the velvet effect, I am putting the magnetic wand to the side of my finger and then just kind of gently pulling it up over the side after each coat. And this trick I did get from Stephanie, aka the Polished Yogi. So it's just a really helpful, easy way to achieve the magnetic effect. And then on the next coat, I put the magnet on the opposite side of where I had it with the previous coat. I am finishing off all of my swatches with Cirque Colors Looking Glass top coat. And you can see a side-by-side of each of the different effects and how they look. So it's really a choose your own adventure with these nail polishes. And I can honestly say they look beautiful whichever way you decide to wear them. And I do always apply the magnet after top coat just to ensure as crisp a cat eye effect as possible. And now we're going to get into the really exciting portion where you can see all of those gorgeous color shifts. These nail polishes have so many different colors in them, and I honestly really love the formula and just how shifty they are. Moving on, we will look at Delusions of Grandeur. This one is an oxblood red with a bronze gold green multichrome magnetic pigment. This is one of the polishes I was most excited about out of the bottle, but I ended up loving every single one of them pretty much equally. So here I'm going to show things a little bit differently. I'm going to do what I said I didn't like, and I'm going to just apply a coat of polish on every nail first, and then I will get into magnetizing, but not for my index finger. I do recommend 3 coats if you want to leave this polish on its own. Again, on my middle finger, I'm going to magnetize with the cat eye effect. And you can see it pulls a beautiful stripe. But if you don't hold the magnet over your finger long enough, you're going to see what just happened where the line disperses very quickly. So if you want a really, really strong, crisp line, you're going to want to hold the magnet over your nail for as long as the nail polish is drying, which can be several minutes and a lot of work. Or if not, you can just be satisfied with it looking a little diffused, which is still beautiful and it still shows off the colors. And now what I'm doing is I'm doing the velvet effect. I'm just kind of moving the wand around. There's different ways you can achieve the look. And I did go in for a 3rd coat. I just didn't show you, but this is a 3rd coat with the velvet effect. Now, as you can see before top coat, these are pretty shiny, but they definitely look even better after you apply the top coat. Moving along, we're going to look at Folie à Deux, and that is French for madness for 2. And this one is described as a forest green with magenta, green, gold, multichrome magnetic pigment. So this one had really good opacity, and you could probably get away with it in 2 coats on its own. I really love the base color with this. And I hope you can see how well these are all performing. They just have beautiful formulas. The magnetic pigment is very reactive, very strong. And I am fast forwarding my use of the magnet because no one wants me to be holding a magnet on screen for 30 seconds. But I absolutely love the way the magnetic pigment pulls away with the cat eye effect for this one. You get this gorgeous, really deep, rich forest green base. And my ring finger, it's getting its 15 minutes of fame in this video. You don't often see it, but it's a great candidate for the velvet effect. And I do recommend when you're applying a velvet effect to always put on 1 coat of polish and then magnetize the 2nd and or 3rd coat, depending on how many coats you might need. So again, I'm taking the different trick where I just kind of move the wand around the nail. But I do personally think the one where you leave the magnet on either side of your nail beside it gives the strongest and best effect. We are now going to look at Castle in the Sky, which is a deep sea teal blue with red to bronze to gold green multichrome magnetic pigment. This one, across the board, most of these performed well in 3 coats. Some of them were closer to 2 coaters than 3 coaters. This one definitely works in 2 or 3 coats. I know a lot of you prefer 3 coats, so I'm trying to show 3 coats when I can, just because it's more helpful to those of you watching. Now, I do really like the Cirque Colors magnetic wand. It does a really good job of pulling the magnetic pigment, but any magnetic wand will do, of course, but the Cirque Colors wand definitely does the job. So if you need a wand, pick it up when you grab the collection. Again, I love these deep jelly base colors that become visible when you apply the magnet, and they also definitely show up when you use the velvet effect too. These are just very dimensional nail polishes and just really exciting. I mean, when you're wearing a multichrome, as you can see from the full hand swatch video, there's a rainbow of colors in there, and they're just like very distracting in the best way possible. Next up is Wishful Thinking, and this one is a smoke gray with an aqua blue violet multichrome magnetic. And this one is just really beautiful. It's very moody, very pretty. And again, the shimmers in this one I find to be quite unique and a really beautiful contrast with that base color. I do really appreciate the versatility of these polishes, so if you hate magnetics, you find them to be too much work, you can definitely wear these without applying a magnet at all. And I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments if you plan on magnetizing these or leaving them as multichromes, or if you prefer the cat eye effect or velvet. Personally, I really do love the cat eye effect. It definitely takes the most effort out of all the looks, but the payoff is definitely worth it. And the other thing I will note is that if you're planning on doing, a full manicure like this, you want to make sure each nail has been relatively dried before you're placing the magnet beside your nail, because if you're trying to magnetize your index, it could magnetize your middle or vice versa. So just be careful where you place your magnets when you have wet polish, because it can pull the pigment if you're not careful. And here we have Pipe Dream. I am going to do a little bit of nail art at the end of this video, but this is the last one in the collection. It's a blurple with a green to mint to gold multichrome magnetic pigment. This one is definitely special. I think it's got a really beautiful sort of grungy look to it. And the third coat I think is redundant, at least on my nail length, when I'm not magnetizing the polish. But again, I'm just showing it. But you could probably get away with these in 2 coats if you're not planning to magnetize the polish and have shorter nails like me. You can see that beautiful juicy base that comes out when you apply the cat eye magnet. It's just so beautiful. Like, Cirque does such a great job with all of their nail polishes, and this one is truly beautiful. And here, just for fun, I thought I would try the velvet effect by holding the wand kind of, what would that be, perpendicular to the nail. But it kind of works, but I still think it's better when you place it right beside the nail like you're seeing here. And then once you're done applying it, you pull it up a little bit to the side, just like I'm doing here, and that's going to give you a really beautiful velvet effect. So here I wanted to try a sort of blending manicure. So I took Delusions of Grandeur, Fool's Paradise, and Folie et Deux, and applied them all to my nail, just kind of randomly. They can overlap, no particular order. And I wanted to get this sort of ultra-dimensional magnetic effect. And these polishes have beautiful formulas. They definitely lend themselves to blending. So you can see here, it's just a beautiful kind of combination on the nail as is. And I will recommend repeating this step, but I did apply the magnet just sort of all over, trying to get like a velvet effect, and let that dry, and then went in with another coat. As you can see here, these colors just work seamlessly together, and it's a pretty easy nail look to get something different. If you want to just have a whole bunch of different colors on your nail at once, it's a really fun way to use multiple colors from this collection. And again, I'm just hitting it with the magnetic wand, just at random. And with this sort of blending effect, you will want to use a top coat to pull everything together, sort of bring everything to the same level, smooth everything out. And as I mentioned, you always want to apply the magnet after the top coat. Here I'm just kind of going all the way around, and it just creates such a beautiful, multi-dimensional, shifty look on the nail.
So I quite genuinely love every single one of those multichrome magnetics. They are beyond stunning. If I had to pick favorites, just because I'm being forced to, I will go with Delusions of Grandeur. I absolutely love the base color, absolutely love the shifts. I just love it. Like, I don't know what to say. I just think it's stunning. And my other top pick is Fool's Paradise because I love how it's like kind of got a grungy vibe to it. There's just something very 90s about it, and I love nail polishes like that. And of course, I love Pipe Dream because it has that beautiful like turquoisey contrast with the purple and the gold and the blue. There's so much going on in this polish and all of them, so you can't go wrong with whatever you pick up. I would love to hear your thoughts about this collection in the comments. I hope you're as excited about it as I am because I genuinely love this collection and I can't wait to wear them again. I honestly can't say even if I prefer them magnetized or unmagnetized. I love them both ways equally. So let me know your thoughts, and I hope you have a great day wherever you are. Bye.